And welcome to another episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. The 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying, so let them help you. So hold on, let me get a couple of people, let them know that we're doing the show. I think you guys are really going to like today's show. It's a very important one, that's for sure. You're going to learn. I think you're going to learn a lot on this show right now. So let me see. There's one more person I want to get in, and I want to tell you about this person. The Van Laura Band. Saturday we're gonna have the Van Laura Band in with us live as my guest host. Well, we're gonna actually have the lead singer and her mom in, and she's gonna tell you of how she overcame her bullying and now she writes music and she's in a band and she's the lead singer in this band. So we're gonna learn all about her story. Southvin, thank you for joining the show. It's a real long name. I'm sorry I screwed up your name. So how does narcissists keep their mates from leaving or cheating? That's our topic today. It's the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I had so many friends, both male and female, that unfortunately dated a narcissist. Didn't know, of course. You never know until it's too late sometimes. And found themselves in situations where they couldn't leave the person. And I thought this would be a good topic to talk about. 910. Thank you for joining the show. So I'm going to do like I did on the last episode, okay? I'm going to play one of my friend's text messages so you can hear what he's saying about this subject, about narcissism. So here we go. Let's see. Give me a second here. My phone is just acting weird today. I hope you guys are all doing good. Please remember, if you have not already, remember to smash that heart. If you go to our profile page, you're going to see on the right-hand side a bell. You want to hit that bell. You want to smash that bell so that you are notified every time we put up one of our inspirational posts or that every time we go live. You want to be notified. You want to be kept on it because I'm telling you this show is going to blow up and you want to say you were in on the ground floor. Trust me. So if you're watching this live or watching this recorded, smash that heart right now. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead. Smash that heart. Don't be afraid. Smash that heart and share this with your friends, especially if you know someone who you think is dating a narcissist. All right.
Often have poor relationships, in part because they usually utilize relationships for self-serving purposes, e.g., to feel good about themselves, improve their social status. Nevertheless, narcissists engage in some of the same behavioral strategies we all do to maintain romantic relationships and prevent breakup and cheating. These strategies are called mate retention behaviors. Mate retention behaviors include benefit provisioning and cost-inflicting tactics. Benefit provisioning behaviors refer to low-risk tactics that increase relationship satisfaction. Some examples are the giving of compliments or gifts. Cost-inflicting behaviors, in contrast, are high-risk tactics that make infidelity or breakup very difficult or costly for one's romantic partner. Though these behaviors may target potential rivals, e.g., making threats, they are often directed at one's own partner. Some examples are punishing one's romantic partner directly, e.g., inflicting financial hardships limiting the person's access to friends and family, or indirectly, e.g., using forms of psychological manipulation such as gaslighting. Cost-inflicting approaches are considered high risk because the victimized partner might respond by retaliating or leaving the relationship. Therefore, cost-inflicting behaviors are rarely used alone, without benefit provisioning.
Lee, thank you for joining the show. Nana Bell, thank you for joining the show. Okay, some very good information there, I think. Let's see. I want to go over some of that again.
Feel good about themselves. Improve their social status.
Okay, let's stop there. So narcissists will date someone, according to my friend, if that person ups their status, their social status, or if they can get something from it. I know that I've seen people date because the person has money, simply because the person has money. So now financially they're taken care of. And so they pretend that they like you for that reason. But if you're smart and you really watch the signs, you can figure out that this person is with you simply just for your money. For instance, one time I remember I had a friend of mine who we were really young at this time, but the girl was dating the guy just because his parents had money, and the mom kind of figured it out. And the mom said that I think that she's dating you just because you buy her things and because you take her out everywhere. I want you guys to just sit at home and not go out, but don't spend any money on her. And see how she reacts towards that. Of course, guys don't want to. I mean, not guys. I shouldn't make this a guy-girl thing. People don't want to do that. People really sometimes don't want to know the truth. And I don't know if that was his situation, but he told his mom, "No, I'm not going to do that." So then his mom said, "Great, then I'm cutting you off. No allowance, no money. I'm not giving you any money for any special things for a while, and I want to see how this plays out." And his mom was right. When his mom cut him off and didn't give him money so he can go out and spend on his girlfriend, she left. So and please don't put any comments that that's how women are. No, everybody does this. My particular story just happens to be with a guy, but everyone does this. I know guys that do this also. So let's not take it there. That's not what this is about. So when you start, my advice to anyone if they think they're dating a narcissist is if you think he's using you for something, take that thing away. Take that thing away and see if he or she still sticks around. Okay.
Nevertheless, narcissists engage in some of the same behavioral strategies we all do to maintain.
That is very interesting. So narcissists, what he was saying was narcissists engage in the same tactics that we all engage.
Maintain romantic relationships for self-serving purposes, e.g., to feel good about themselves, improve their social status. Nevertheless, narcissists engage in some of the same behavioral strategies we all do to maintain romantic relationships and.
That's interesting. So, I guess you can say we're all narcissists in a way. We all have that tendency. The important thing is not to let it go too far. I guess sort of like some people don't like to say I look handsome today, or whatever, or they don't like to pamper themselves because it's wrong to do stuff for yourself. It's not wrong. It's just don't let it get too far, and it works the same way with that.
Prevent breakup and cheating.
Mate retention behaviors. I'm going to follow up on that and learn a little bit more about that before I speak about that. But mate retention behaviors. We will learn more about that.
Mate retention behaviors include benefit provisioning and cost-inflicting tactics. Benefit provisioning behaviors refer to low-risk tactics that increase relationship satisfaction. Some examples are the giving of compliments or gifts. Cost-inflicting behaviors.
That's one thing that a narcissist will do. At first, they have a lot of gifts. They have a lot of nice things to say about you, and they're grooming you. They're grooming you. So they come with compliments, and they come with gifts all the time, showering you with gifts. Then when they think they have you, they'll all that stuff will stop. And then the narcissistic behavior comes in full force. You know, I know that I had a friend who is really a shame. She was very close with her parents, very extremely close with her parents. And by the end of her relationship with this guy, her parents didn't talk to her. She didn't talk to her parents, and both of them thought that the other one was mad at each other. So that means they never communicated. She thought they were mad at her. They thought she was mad at them, and nobody communicated. And this is what a narcissist does. Don't let your narcissist do this to you. Don't let them pull you away this way. You're close with your parents, or you're close, it doesn't have to be parents, you're close with a friend, and you find yourself, you and that friend getting more and more separated because the narcissist is pulling you two apart, because that's what he does. So he wants to put you on an island, is basically what he does. And put you on an island is what I mean is that it's just you and him in this bubble, or this island for lack of a better term. No one's going to come to your rescue. No one's going to, try to pop that bubble and take you out. Nobody. Because he makes enemies out of you and your friends or your family, whatever it is. Because when he has you alone, then he can treat you like crap, and you feel like you have nowhere to go because you've turn enemies of all your friends, right? And if you've been watching my show long enough, you know I always tell you guys, don't make enemies out of your friends. Don't isolate yourself. By being mean to the people that are good to you, just because maybe they might have said, that new guy or girl you're dating, I don't like them. And while I'm on that subject, parents and friends, if you feel like one of your best friends or your daughter or son is dating a narcissist, don't talk about them in a negative way. Try to find a positive way, if possible, to say something negative about them. Because once you start saying, I really don't like him, I really don't trust him, or I don't really trust her or like her, then the narcissist is going to use that to kind of tear you two apart more. See, your mother doesn't like me, or your dad doesn't like me, he or she didn't give me a chance, blah, blah, blah. And that starts to sink into their heads, and then they start to think, yeah, you never really gave them a chance, so you want to try and not say anything negative. And this is very tough because almost anything that you can say, the person on the other end that's dating the narcissist is going to really take it totally different than the way you're actually saying it. So let's continue.
In contrast, are high-risk tactics that make infidelity or breakup very difficult or costly for one's romantic partner.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. So when they're separating you and putting you on this island, the reason why they're doing it is because they're trying to make it difficult for you to leave, right? if you still hang out with all your friends, right? Let's just say you know you're a guy or you're a girl, and you're dating this guy or girl, and all your friends are still there. Pico, thank you for joining the show. All your friends are still there. Everybody is still with you and hanging with you and loving on you. Then when your narcissist does something rude or cheats on you, for instance, or does something that makes you say, you know what, I'm breaking this off, you have somewhere you can go, right? One thing that I think a lot of people do, unfortunately, is they move in with the narcissist. Don't don't let don't move in with the narcissist, because once you move in with someone and then they start treating you wrong, you have nowhere to go because you gave up your apartment, right? Um, I know that when I was dating, and if I decided, oh, I like this person, I want to move in with this person, I always told the person to move in with me, because and then that way, if um, if it goes south, I say, goodbye. And Cleopatra's World, thank you for joining the show. It's been a while since I've seen you on. How you doing? How's your holiday going? Um, so always leave yourself a plan B is the way that is a good way to put it. You leave yourself a plan B. You have a way to get out should things go bad. Because, like I said, they want to isolate you. They want you to be arguing with your parents. They want you to be arguing with your best friends. And they want you to just totally give off connection with your family so that they can start treating you like crap, and then you have nowhere to go. Cleopatra says, long time no see. Yes, long time no see. Tell me, I'm sure you have some good advice about this subject. How narcissists keep their mates from leaving. I know one more thing that I do want to say about this is that I know that there's also been situations where the person gaslighting. Yes, good point. That was one of the things I would put up. Yeah, Pico, I figured that. Yeah, internet's lagging. I'm so sorry about that. One thing that I know that occurs also with narcissists is now, I'm not saying, before I go on with what I'm about to say, I'm not saying that if you're a plus size person, you're not beautiful. I'm not saying that. But I know that I had a particular friend who was not plus size, okay? And this narcissist she was dating, well, first of all, he would try his best to separate her from his family. We never hung out with her. And we used to hang out with this person a lot. It was my cousin. We used to hang out with my cousin all the time. And could never plus size is maybe a person who's a little bit on bigger than most girls. That's what plus size means. So what this person would do is would take her to eat like junk all the time, cake all the time, the wrong types of food, and she gained a lot of weight. Now, again, I'm not saying that she's not beautiful, but I'm saying that what that does is to a person that might have been a little overweight, or average weight, it puts this sense in them that they have no worth now, because, and again, it's not saying that Please understand that I'm not saying that plus size is not beautiful. Plus size is very beautiful. Okay, I have a lot of modeling friends who are plus size and they are beautiful. I'm just saying if you're a person that was at one time a little thinner or average weight, then you go to a plus size, you might look at yourself as less than, and then not try to leave the relationship with a narcissist. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, if you're plus size and you're owning it, hey, good for you, no problem. I'm strictly talking about someone that maybe was thin as a rail, and now is plus size. Their self-esteem might go down. It doesn't mean that they're less, but their self-esteem might go down. And this is the trick that narcissists try to play. They try to, again, keep you away from your loved ones, so you have no one to turn to if the person cheats on you, or if the person treats you wrong, or even worst case scenario, if the person is physically abusing you. Now they're mentally abusing you, and then they go to physically abusing you. You have nowhere to turn. Then they work on your appearance as well. That's a good way to put it. They work on your appearance, and they start to diminish your appearance. Then they might say things like, you're not going to go anywhere. Look at the way you look. No one's going to want you. I'm the only one that's going to want you. So you got to watch out for these signs. Honestly, watch out for these signs. And if you do, watch out for the signs of how narcissists keep their mates from leaving or cheating. If you watch out for that, then you're better off. So let's see. Cleopatra says it means they weigh more than average. Okay, that is a good way of putting plus size, of saying plus size. Thank you for that help, Cleopatra. Let's see. How much is average weight in the U.S.? And unfortunately, average weight is probably like 110 pounds. And that's really not realistic. I know for me, people are always saying that I'm too skinny, but I'm happy with the way I look. You know, I weigh 160 pounds. I don't know what that is converted for you, Pico. Sorry. Let me see if I can get a converter out here. Let's do this live on. Let's see, convert 160 to what would it be? Gram? No, not grams. 69, I think it is. It's saying here. So let's see. Kilograms gained because I'm tactical unit, law enforcement or crowd control, and minimum stress. You gained weight is what you're saying. Okay, I got that. You gained weight. You need to be average weight in SAT, tactical unit. Okay. And what is average weight, Pico? To gain energy and power. Okay. Yeah, what is average weight? And I'll convert it when I get offline. But I'm curious to know from a woman's point of view. So Cleopatra, what have you ever experienced this before? In narcissism in any way? I know I've experienced it in other people's relationships. I don't think I've dated anyone that's a narcissist in that way, and how they try to keep you from your family so that you won't leave. Let's see. Oh, Cleopatra says, let's see. I don't know metric system, but the average weight for male 20 years and up in the US in 1997. I just looked it up. Oh, good job. And she says 197 pounds. See, so I'm 160, so that's way lower. Okay, that's way lower. So people say I'm too skinny, and I don't buy into that. So if you're a woman that's plus size, or if you're a woman that's 110 pounds, whatever you might be, don't worry about it. Just own it. That's the way I look at it. Let's see. You need to be over 6 kg for male if you want to join Stat Tactical. Okay, thank you. I will look up what that means and convert that a little later. Thank you for that, though. Everyone, if you're watching this on the recorded or live version, please smash that heart one time for Kirpacha and Pico that are doing a lot of the questions or statements here. But Kirpacha says, but the recommended weight isn't the average, and it's also based on your age and height. Yes, yes. So I'm 5'8", 160. I read somewhere that my weight should be like 140, but that's for pure like athletes. That's someone that's a pure athlete should weigh. If they're 5'7", they should be about 140. So let's see here. Could you have a male stat elite law enforcement weigh and 178 centimeters is average. Okay. And Cleopatra says, I haven't necessarily dealt with it firsthand outright, but I don't, no, wait, I do think I've seen it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that one. And she goes on to say narcissist relationships. Yeah, I don't think I've dealt with it myself. Maybe sometimes when we're in something, it's hard for us to tell that we're in it. So maybe I was in this type of relationship, but didn't realize it. I know that one time way back when I was young, I had a girlfriend who was trying to get me to pay for her car. This was what, 98? This was probably 98, year 98. She had a 2000 vehicle. No, 99, excuse me. She had a 2000 vehicle and she wanted me to pay for it. It was fully loaded. I'm like, she didn't come out and say, I want you to pay for it. She came out and said, can you lend me the money to make my payment on my car? And honestly, we were just like, I don't even think we were dating. We were just like kind of talking. We haven't really decided if we were just going to go strictly seeing each other. So I found that was, kind of weird for me. So I was like, let me see what I can do. And never did it, of course. And then we broke up. Oddly enough, right? Who didn't see that coming, right? Stevie Wonder saw that coming. So, and that's the way it is. No heart. I wasn't brokenhearted, if you guys were wondering. Wasn't hurt. Wasn't bothered. Because that's the thing that we have to understand. Whenever we're in situations like this, we think it's us, right? Some of you might say, ha ha ha. Some of you might heard the story and laugh and think it's my fault. That doesn't bother me because I know it's not my fault. It has nothing to do with me and everything to do with that person, not me. So if that happened to you, there's no need for you to feel embarrassed. Even if the person played you, and even if I made one payment to her car and then she broke up with me, that's not on you. That's them. That's just you learned your lesson, and now from the next time, you know what to do. Let's see here. I got a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Cleopatra says, I definitely seen it, just not had to deal with it personally, especially not to that heavy of a, and that's all I can see. I don't know why, but everything that you guys are typing or bunching up on each other. So your words are running into the next thing the next person says. So I couldn't read any further. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, I can't read this either. I think Pico says, I know a narcissistic person, but not in dating, but in friendships. Okay, yeah, you have them in friendships too. Cleopatra says, there's definitely a spectrum. Some are, but it's very low key. Some are very outright about it. I think you said. Um, let's see. So Pico says, wait, 2000? Yeah, this happened in '98. The end of '98, and she already had bought. Sometimes in America, I don't know if it happens in other countries, but um, like it's December right now, so they'll have the 2001 vehicles already out, and they're trying to sell them. And so she had one of those, brand new cars for the next following year, but couldn't make the payment on it. And I guess she was trying to find guys to do that, to make that payment for her. Let's see. I'm in elite training, SAT elite law enforcer now. Oh, good for you. So does that mean more money? Is that like a promotion? Does it mean more money for you and Rico Chan? What does that mean? Let's see. Cleopatra says, oh gosh, yes, I had this guy ask me to leave home on. Oh, I lost your thing. Let's see. Leave home on my day off and bring him lunch. I barely knew him. Oh my God, really, guys? Whether you've been dating a girl forever or for 2 days, you don't ask her to leave work to make your lunch. Jesus Christ. That's why, if you guys are wondering, that's why I became a chef, because I it really started with my mom. If you want to know, I would tell my mom, hey, I love when you made this particular thing. Can you make it again? And she would say, I'm too busy. I can't do it now. And I didn't like that, so I said, okay, show me how it's done. Because whenever I want to eat something, I want to be able to just go into the kitchen, or well, first of all, go to the store, buy the ingredients, and then go into the kitchen and make it myself. That's where I learned to cook. So you guys learn to cook too. Let's see. I apologize. Words are bunching up on each other, so it's hard to read what you guys are writing. Like no, LOL. We're not even friends like that yet. Your picture says definitely not the same level as a car, but the same energy. Yes, exactly. No, 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 no. Right, let me tell you, Cleopatra, that's how it starts. That's how it starts, right? You say, hey, can you bring me lunch, sweetie? And then lunch turns into something else, turns into something else. Next thing you're making payments on his house with his 3 wives and his 2 children. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you were being groomed. That's what I call it, Cleopatra. You were being groomed. They say, okay, let me test the waters. Let me ask her to bring me lunch, and if she leaves work to bring me lunch, I got her. So you did the right thing. Make your own lunch, dude. Let's see. Pico says, I've been doing a good job as a mild level riot police, according to my trainer. Good job. I'm so proud of you, dude. That's a hard job. And Pico goes on to say, and my trainer told my chief that I am good material for the elite training to my chief. Good. I'm proud of you, dude. I'm so proud of you. Good job. When he said that I am material, it doesn't sound like a good thing for me. No, it does. He means that you're a good prospect for more promotions. That's the way I took it when I read it. Just so you know, Cleopatra says maybe if you hit the chat, like try to type something, or if it's unbunches. I will try that. Let's see. LOL. Well, he picked the wrong one, because I surely didn't leave the comfort of my house. Oh, you were home? I'm sorry. I thought you said you were at work. But either way, yeah, yeah. Oh snap! Mine is bunching a little now too. Okay, so we're all having the problem. That means it's what is it? It's Instagram, not us, guys. Um, Maybe smash that question mark, guys, and we'll do it that way, and that way I could read them a little better. Thank you, sir, for giving me more. No problem, man. More hope. No problem. No problem. But yeah, you gotta watch that, guys. You gotta watch when you're dating someone and they try to isolate you. They try to get you into arguments with your friends. Like Cleopatra said earlier in this episode, by gaslighting. Don't let them do that. Don't let a guy come in between you and your friendship. Let's see. Instagram needs to get it together. Yes, says Cleopatra. Pico says it's 2:30 a.m. Oh, 2:30 a.m. I don't have to say oh if I said a.m. or I should say oh 2:30 or 2:30 a.m. now in my country. Awesome. Thank you for staying up late to watch the show with us. I do appreciate that. I remember you used to always come on our show all the time when I was broadcasting from Guam, which was I think we were an hour away, right? We were an hour difference. You and I now we're I don't know how far away from each other, at least 10 hours difference now, and you still tune in, and I really do appreciate that, guys. I really do. I actually don't see the question mark. Oh, really? That's interesting. That is interesting. Let me see. I don't know if I can go. Let me see if I can go into my own show. I doubt I can do that. Yeah, I can't go. Yeah, I can't go into my own show. I'm just going to go into my own show and see if. Okay, well, I don't know why the question mark's not showing up for you guys. But let's see. I'm responding to complaint documents. You mean from that time that those people put a complaint in on you? I'm in Italy. Cleopatra asked, where am I? I'm in Italy. I've been in Italy since September, guys, because my wife works for the Department of Defense for the United States. And so now this is the new spot where she is working. So we moved from um, a military base in Guam to a military base in Italy. But when I lived in Guam, I actually lived on the base. Here we only lived on the base for a month, and now we live with everyone else, which is real cool. Um, and Cleopatra says, "Oh, nice!" with a Italian flag. Yes, it is very nice. Although it's been raining for like 6 days straight here, it's really weird because in Guam we have a lot of. Hello, Danielle. Thank you for joining the show, Danielle. Um, when in Guam we have a lot of typhoons or hurricanes, depending on what you want to call them, um, and it would rain and pour and wind for days, and we kind of had the same thing here for the last 6 days. I can't wait for it to get sunny again. Let's see. Cleopatra says, "What time is it there now?" It's 18:37 or 6:37, depending on what part of the earth you're on. That sucks. Yeah, 6 days of rain is crazy. It's like it's raining so much. If you guys ever like fell in a pool with your sneakers on, or walked in the rain and stepped into a puddle up to your knees, and then or not knees, ankles. I'm sorry, up to your knees. That's not a puddle. That's a damn crevice. I don't know. Anyway, and then you're walking and they got that sloshing going on with your shoes and from the water squeezing out every time you walk. That's how it sounds when we walk on the grass. That's how much rain is on the grass right now. I've never seen that much rain. And like I said, I lived in Guam where we would have tropical storms for days and days and days. And I guess it's because it's the difference in the land. And I guess in Guam, the earth is able to suck it out and dry it up quicker than here. Maybe that's what it is. Let's see. Cleopatra says it is 12:37 here. Where time zone are you in, Cleopatra? It's lunchtime. Well, you go have that lunch, girl. Just remember, Don't share your lunch with any guys that try to call you. I really can't believe people do that. I can remember one time. I'll tell you a story of someone that's narcissistic. Uh, I had a friend who called me one day and said, can you give me a ride to work?" And I'm like, "What's up? Your car's not working?" She said, "No." She lent her car to her boyfriend, and he never came back home. Tina, thank you for joining the show. That not right there, it'd be over between us. And for me, I never lend my car out to anybody. You guys are about to learn like secrets about me now. I don't lend my car to nobody because for that reason, and a lot of reasons. If someone does something like hits a car and flees the scene, cops are going to look at you. So I never lend my car. If someone says, "Hey, can I borrow your car?" I say, "Can I drive you somewhere? Is there somewhere I could drive you?" I never lend out my car. But she lent out her car to this guy and never came home. Guy just never came home. And now it's time for her to go to work, and she can't go to work. So I had to drive her to work. And, you know, that's the type of narcissism that we're talking about, guys. Let's see. Cleopatra says, "Haha, no way, all mine. I'll share with my boyfriend." Oh, awesome. Um, Pico says, "I hate my country's stupid, weak civilians." Yeah. Uh, I love the translating things because I know that I don't know, maybe you didn't want to quite say it the way you said it, but because it's the same thing with me because I don't know a lot of Italian. Sometimes I'll say words that oh, you maybe want to say that a little differently. Yeah, but that's funny. That's very funny. Uh, let's see. Cleopatra says, "Oh my God, took her dang car." Well, he didn't take it. We can't say he took it because she lent it to him. He said he's going out with the boys and would be right back. And he went out with the boys and then never came back. And now it's like I don't know. I think it was 9 o'clock. She had a report to work, and 9 o'clock, and he's still not back. And that's bullcrap. You know, that's bullcrap. And he wasn't. For me, if that happened to me, I would be like, "Oh God, that means something has happened to this person. This person is, dead somewhere in a ditch or dying in a ditch somewhere." But then when you find out that the person wasn't, they just was selfish and didn't return the car back. That's BS. That's the way I look at it. That's BS. And I can't remember if she dumped him after that. But I can tell you right now, if I was in that place, I really don't care how long we've been in a relationship. It's quit so right there. Bye. Because that's too serious. Now you're messing around with my livelihood. I can't go to work. I can't make money. I can't make money. I can't survive. I can't live. So, yeah. Cleopatra says, "Well, yeah, he bought it back, but he basically took it." Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Cleopatra. Like, where were you? Then I'm sure he made some crappy excuse. Yeah, I'm sure. But to me, I would have been like, don't bother telling me where you been, where were you at. Don't bother. Give me the keys. Let me go to work or goodbye. See ya. And that would have been it. That would have been it for me. I'm sorry. But yeah, again, guys, whether you're watching this on the recorded version or the live version or the recorded version, please smash the heart one time for Cleopatra and Pico. Thank you guys so much for your input. And Cleopatra, especially you, thank you for bringing in the female perspective of how narcissists keep their mates from leaving or cheating. Um, yeah, we got to keep our eyes open when we start new relationships, guys, whether they're friendships or whatever. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to watch out for those little things because, you don't want to be a person that says, "I never saw that coming." Most of the time when we think back at things people did to us, we say, yeah, when he did this to me, whatever, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, he did kind of give me the idea that this was the type of person he was, and I should have saw this coming. So you don't want to end up like that. Let's see. Pico says I missed a song. Well, here's a song for you, Pico. Thank you for the show, Pico says. You're welcome, guys. Pico also says, thank you, Cleopatra. Great job. Smash that heart, guys. Everyone, please smash that heart right now. Remember to share this with your friends. Cleopatra says, I have a friend. I have a friend to deal with a guy like that. It made me sad because I'm like, why do you deal with this? And she basically said because he was lonely. Oh, hell no. That's another thing. I guess I can't sign off without addressing that. Thank you, Cleopatra. Some people will make it seem like I have no friends, I have no life, I have no, they make themselves look like this so you don't leave them. You know what? No. That's time for you to think of yourself. Remember, I told you earlier in this episode, I told you guys, you got to know when to think only of yourself. And it's not being selfish, it's not being a narcissist. You got to know when to do for yourself. And after you've done for yourself, then you can do for others. It's like when you're on a plane, right? When you're on a plane, the pilot says, put on your mask first before you put on the mask of your child or the person sitting next to you if they're unable to do it, right? So it's the same way. Take care of yourself first. When you're taken care of, then you can take care of other people. And that is not being selfish. That's not being narcissistic. That's none of that. Let's see, how far back did I have to go here? I'm sorry to hear that, says Pico to Cleopatra. She deserves better than that. She knows it. Yeah, that's so true. And Cleopatra says, thank you back to Pico. And she goes on to say, no, she said, because he was lonely. I thought that's what I said. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. Or she was lonely. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. It's really hard to read because they're all bunching up on top of each other. Let's see. I can't smash the heart. Sorry, because my PC platform. Oh, you're on a PC right now? Okay, yeah. When you see this in the recorded version, that's when you smash that heart for me, all right, guys? There is no heart on the platform. Okay, I didn't know that. That's very interesting. But yeah, I'd rather be lonely than deal with crap. I'm going to pin that, girl. Cleopatra has it right. Everybody, pay attention to this. All right? Pay attention to what she just said. I pressed the wrong button. God, my phone is just acting so weird. I can't get to it. My phone's not allowing me. I think there is something wrong with Instagram. Okay, I'm going to try to say it as best as I can. I'd rather be alone I'd rather be lonely than, treat it like crap, I think is what she said. And I'm sorry I can't get to it. Or treat it with a crappy person or dealing with a crappy person. Yeah, I can't get to it, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I can't read any more of your text. But yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that. Some people just don't want to be alone so much they rather deal with crap or deal with a narcissist. No, not me. Nope. You are not going to treat me wrong. You're going to treat me right and in the discussion. That's the way that I look at it. So very good for you to do that. And now I'm going to sign off. And if you guys said anything, Cleopatra or Pico, if you said anything, I can't read it right now. So let me sign off before I lose the whole show and won't be able to put this in the recorded version. So thank you guys for joining us. Remember to smash that heart. Remember to share this with your friends. If you know someone who's dealing with a narcissist, share this episode with your friend. All right. The live feed is brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying. So let them help you. Also brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher for your digital resources. Check out travelingtechteacher.com. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, be kind to one another. Have a great day. And remember, anyone can wear the crown. Anyone can be a hero. So be kind to one another and have a great day. Bye, guys.